Well, what this means is that with this well, we'll be able to expand our operation. So we've had to carry in water. First, we carried in water with a 64-gallon bladder bag, and I brought water from home, or other volunteers brought water in bottles, and we just, we watered everything manually. And then one of our volunteers, Andy, got these big containers back here, and we went across the street, the dirt road here. One of our neighbors James kindly let us use his well, so we fill that up. But basically what the well will do, having our own well, will mean that we'll be able to expand our operations, grow more vegetables, and be able to donate more to the food bank and food pantries. So without the well, we'd pretty much be at capacity. With the well, we hope to be able to grow and donate 25,000 pounds of fresh produce next year.
And the timing is perfect, because you do it in the fall now, but
yes,
when spring comes, you'll be ready to go.
Yes, that's exactly right. So come March, we'll be doing a lot of planting. We'll need a lot of volunteers out here. So the field behind you is a newly plowed field, about an acre. We're going to have another field on the side over here. And so we're planning now as to what we're going to plant every month, like in March, April, May, June. So in each area, we'll probably have 3 plantings. We'll do succession planting, and the well will enable us to do that. We'll take the water, we will put in a drip irrigation system, which is very efficient, and we'll be able to control how much water every area gets. We've just come out of really like 28 days of no rain.
Yeah.
Now the last week has been good, the last week and a half maybe, but prior to that, it's been extremely dry. But thanks to our volunteers who are out here watering, we were able to keep everything alive, and it's actually kind of flourishing.
It looks terrific.
Yeah.
You would never know that you don't have a well here when you take a look at this.
Well, thank you for saying that. We appreciate it. Every week we're harvesting 75 to 100 pounds of winter crops. Really, it's kale and collards mostly, and bringing those into the food bank and food pantry. So we intend to keep doing that throughout the winter. We feel fortunate to have this land and really lucky to have this well.
Let's talk about the well, because there's a cost to this well, and yes, that we can all get involved in this.
Yes, unfortunately it's expensive. So the well's going to cost us $28,000. We did a lot of shopping around, we talked to people, and we made the right choice. We went with Danielson. He's got a great reputation. The cost is the cost. A generous donor made a donation of $10,000. We really appreciate that. We use that for the down payment. So we're trying to raise an additional $18,000. We've already had a couple people come forward and make donations of $100. We really appreciate that. Any amount that people can donate, small or large, we're grateful for. So that's kind of where we are. We need the well. Without the well, we're just stymied. We're going to go forward with the well, and we have confidence that the people in the community will step up and we'll be able to raise the money to pay for it.
To get involved with this, go to your Facebook page?
You can go to the Facebook page. We have a donate button there. It's Rappahannock Education Farm on Facebook, or you can go to our website, which is rappahannockfarm.org. Both have a donate button, and our hearts are full of gratitude every time we see another donation from someone to help make this possible. Because what it really is this community has a lot of food insecurity.
Yep.
About 38,000 people in our planning district, Fredericksburg and surrounding counties experience food insecurity, hunger, nutritional insecurity, and it's about 9% of our population. With kids, it's about 11%. So we can't solve all the problems, but what we're doing here is we're trying to grow food and donate it. And it's beautiful, fresh produce, so that's also very nutritionally beneficial.
The pictures that you post on your Facebook should just make anyone excited, because it just looks, to know that that's going out into the community.
Yes, definitely, yeah. So it's going out into food pantries, it's going to the food bank primarily, and then pantries going to the food bank and get the produce. But yeah, we're real proud of what we've been able to grow and donate from early in the year, whether it's radishes or whether it's tomatoes, squash, cucumbers, You know, we've grown tons of things. And this farm here, since we only bought this at the end of June, our first garden that we started here is about 1/5 of an acre. We started that in September, so we planted mainly winter crops. So it's kale and collards. We did have zucchini, which was very productive. The frost we had about a week ago ended the zucchini.
Yeah.
And we also had cucumbers, and we got a good amount of those, and they're gone now. But in their place, we planted spinach and kale, not knowing if they'd come up or not. Well, they've come up, and it's exciting to see them coming up, because then they're going to be producing throughout the winter. So we're real happy with that. Real happy that every week we have volunteers here, usually on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. We spend about 1.5 to 2 hours harvesting, preparing them, and bringing them into either food pantry or the food.
Well, Rich, it was late spring, it seems to me, when you started over at the food bank, that
Yes.
little plot of land. When you
Yes.
take a look at what you have accomplished,
Yes.
it's really a miracle this year.
It's been a great community effort. We started out in March at the 3631 Lee Hill Drive, where the food bank main location is. We had tons of volunteers there building that garden out of nothing. There had been a garden there in the past, but it was way overgrown. We had to get that ready. And that's been a highly productive garden. So far, we've harvested about 2,200, maybe a little more, pounds of beautiful produce from that. We harvest it, we walk it into the food bank, they weigh it, we keep it in a spreadsheet, you know, and then food pantries come in and take it. From this garden, we've harvested well over 1,000 pounds, even though we've only had it for a couple months.
Right.
And that will just continue. It'll continue at both gardens. So it's very gratifying to see how healthy everything is. The vegetables look happy to be out here.
They look very green and happy.
Yeah.
And to be standing here, just to think where we've gone from you've gone from that plot of land of the food bank to today a well being done.
What we're doing is we're drilling a mud well. So basically, with the piece of equipment that we got, we're drilling a depth of maybe around like 300 feet for this well. So what we're doing is we're cycling the mud through the well so it can hold up the walls as we drill. And then after we go ahead and find our sand, which is once we hit a patch of sand, that's where our water will be. So then we'll take our pipe, we'll put a screen on it and put it in that patch of sand, and after that we'll blow our well out and clean it out. And then once we start blowing air down into the well, that's how much water we can tell we have from a well. We live in a great community. People work together. I think that's the enjoyment of Fredericksburg and the surrounding areas. So yeah, we really appreciate everyone.
So again, just go to the Facebook page or rappahannockfarm.org.
Yep.
And click that donate button, and if you can give a little, give a little. If you can give a lot, give a lot.
Thanks so much, Ted. Really appreciate it.